What's happening, guys? Nate here. Today we're talking about how to improve the control and the targeting of your shots. So whether this is a forehand, backhand, we're talking specifically off the ground, we're going to talk about how to improve them both with 2 tips. So what we want to talk about is body control. The better your body control is, the better the control of the ball. And this first starts with spacing, right? We can talk about the stance and other things. We all love hearing about how we have to keep the head still. But if our spacing is incorrect, then we don't have the ability, the joint position to fit into allowing body control. So here's the fix. If you're trying to figure out exactly what the spacing is, take your racket as if you're setting up to hit your forehand or backhand. But let's start with the forehand here. And I'm gonna hold both ends of it. And what I wanna do is go through the stroke just like I would for my forehand. And you'll see here I've established some space, right? So from here, I've established a space, and through this stroke, it stays established all the way through. So the finishing space is just as great as the starting space. And you can do this a number of ways. You can start your stroke actually as if you're starting with the racket tip up and work this way, and then allow it to work out. And you can even hit a ball here. If I was to take the racket here and allow it to drop, and then work through, hit the ball. And what you'll see here is with both hands on the racket, it creates an incredible amount of length out to the target before the follow through and everything finishes. Now, for some of you, you don't start with the racket tip up. Highly advise that you do. This allows leverage over the ball. So as I first showed you, if you're starting with the racket a little bit more neutral here, you can also take the racket back in this manner and have some success. But in time, go from here to here and allow this racket to work from this vertical plane into a horizontal plane. But you'll feel this, all right? So the spacing and the length that holding the racket with both hands allows me to have better control over the ball. Now, part of the spacing is going to have to do with your footwork. Obviously, the better our footwork is, the better the spacing is out of the gates. But even in my experience, I've seen players with really good footwork still have issues with spacing because of joint position, not understanding the space away from their body. It's why in other videos that we'll link, we've talked about teeing up the ball with the left hand, beach ball spacing. These are all important tips to understand that as well. Now, regarding the footwork, the main thing here is that we want to be able to connect the upper body with the lower body. And this is about tempo and really having the ability to use our feet to drive the weight from our back foot to our front foot. So a fantastic drill to incorporate this is using a medicine ball. The weight of the medicine ball, if you go through your stroke, the weight of the medicine ball is going to force you to use the large muscles of the lower body and coiling and uncoiling using the kinetic chain that you would use in tennis. So as you can see in the demo below, this is something that we're using here to help with that cadence of back foot to front foot, whether it's off the forehand or the backhand. So use these 2 drills, the racket with both hands to find the spacing on the stroke. Again, whether it's a forehand or backhand, it doesn't matter. You can use it on both sides. And then incorporate the medicine ball. So we had that weight, and you can start working on the weight transfer. From there, then get out there with the live ball, and you're gonna see that when you aim for the particular part of the ball, when you have the correct spacing and the length of the stroke correct, targeting becomes a lot easier. Guys, really hope this helps. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments section. If you enjoyed today's video, you know the drill. Hit that like button, subscribe if you never want to miss a Play Your Court video, and I will see you soon. Take care.